Strong ass motherfucking oak tree does not ask a bird to stay when it comes to rest on its branch. He simply enjoys company while he's there. He doesn't fight back against the woodpecker testing his surface. The woodlat get a headache, outlive him, and then heal. Does not bother to resist the bugs eating at his leaves, but in fact, he actually is happy to provide for them. He'll give shelter, food, and home to any creature without asking anything in return. That badass powerful oak tree does not clinch to the wind, but it dances when it happens to be there. He doesn't chase the sun when it moves away, but just trusts that another will return in time and uses that time for rest. The oak tree is not the tallest of the tree, but he doesn't give a fuck about that. He doesn't concern himself with trying to grow beyond his means, always staying true to his form. Most importantly, this dope ass son of a bitch does not go into despair when someone brings him the axe, but instead simply transforms into beautiful furniture. Transmutation of energy or matter to be utilized and admired. And lastly, he does not mind shedding his less desirable attributes and will let them burn in order to keep another warm. When his life finally comes to an end, his roots remain parts of the earth forever, like words of the great philosophers echo to eternity, as a stoic example of how to live with grace. The end, even as I stump this fucking old tree, is a perfect place for any passenger by to sit and rest. This is of course an example of how to conduct ourselves in our lives, in our relationship with others. This example, safety waits for you in accepting responsibility. People who find themselves in a position of providers are more often more blessed than burdened, without realizing so. The greatest virtue and thus the deepest grace comes with accepting that role within the paradigm of this particular reality and this particular life. Deciding to go down the river with it as opposed to fighting it. The oak tree lives a long life and sees a lot of shit change, but sure shit doesn't seem ever to trough it.